I should be live. Let me just quickly set a few things up here before I actually start. And if you can guess where I currently am, you probably know what I'm gonna be doing.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Alright, so as the description of the stream states, we're gonna be doing some more of the character stories, and as the Coco Goat here nearly falls asleep standing up, we're actually also gonna be doing some grinding, which is why we're here at this artifact domain, because apparently in phase 2 for version 3.3, from what I've seen, still not quite sure if it's actually true, but we might get a Raiden Shogun rerun again. Anyway, I mean, honestly, depending on the 4-star characters that are included with her, which I don't know who they are or which characters in general, I might actually skip her. But just in case, might as well have a few artifact sets, and there are two. This is actually a efficient one to farm from what I've been told, because both sets that you get here can be useful on multiple characters. For example, I have a Yaimiko who also would apparently benefit from the Emblem of Severed Fate, which is the one that is best in slot for Raiden. Yeah. So we're first at least gonna be using my condensed resin, and then we'll be doing Sino's story. Anyway. Yes, this is my underleveled team. Funny enough, Yanfei here is only in the team because she can provide a shield. Yes, I have her at that constellation level. And Yalan here is only in the team mainly because of the two hydro characters in the team, which actually increases the amount of HP all characters have, which is actually beneficial for Yanfei's shield and healing, I think. Plus, most of her damage with the her burst actually comes from her HP, if I remember correctly. But I have to be normal attacking for that. Yep. Anyway, let's start this one. Also, a Merry Christmas to you guys, because it's like a few days away right now. I think it's like 2 days away, and then it's Christmas Eve, I think it is in English. As some of you may know, I'm not actually, like English isn't my native language. My native language is, well, if you were to look at where I was born, it would technically be German, but I'm Dutch, so... Yeah, nowadays most people in the Netherlands actually grow up learning a bit of German regardless. Alright, stay on this one.
Boom boom! Invisible evidence! This is long overdue. No touching.
Also, I nearly have all the I nearly have all of the...
Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
I nearly have all of Ganyu's skills at max level.
Access denied.
Things are about to get dicey.
Born of ice and frost.
I might as well do this. Damn it, I'm trying to hit this fucker. He needs to die though. Or that guy needed to die. Might want to get on here to get the frost effect off. Hey buddy, I'm behind you. Alright, right in the dick. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live either if I got shot in the dick. It's probably gonna sting, right? Just murdered a big beefy enemy by shooting him in the dick. With an arrow. That exploded and did a little more damage. So yikes, after that I would want to die too. Wait, no, I accidentally used through a normal resin. No, well, let's see what this one actually has for substats and stats. Alright, using this one to make a different artifact set, cause defense, no thank you. Although if it actually had attack, if it had like a different main stat and like maybe one of the crit substats instead of the defense substat, yeah. Yes, continue, cause we're doing this. Sadly I can't, like, while I'm in the domain I can't actually switch out my team, but I wonder if having Nahida on the team here would be a good idea.
We're way behind schedule.
You know, since I can use her with Yelan's, after Yelan's burst and everything. Oh no. Get off of that.
Let's dance. Time for your arraignment. Motion to compel. Boom boom.
Where is he? There.
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
Motion to compel. All hail. Born of ice, I can fix this. Rex Lapis.
Oh no.
I am sorry.
Well, that's why we have Barbara on the team. For the occasional revive if our character kicks the bucket.
Next on the
Remember,
agenda.
we want him dead first.
Inadmissible evidence. Boom boom. I'll protect us. Motion to compel.
Yeah, after you have like, I think it's Constellation 5 or so. Let me actually quickly check here. Alright, I actually have her max Constellation, but yeah, if you have her at Constellation 4, when she uses her burst, Yanfei will actually generate a shield. Alright, let's see how unlucky we get now. Oh wait, I don't have... God damn it, I don't have any condensed resin at all. I forgot completely that I used it already. Alright, let's see what this one has. Physical bonus damage and both defense substats. Jesus, my roll is unlucky here. Oh, damn. I mean, unless there's like a character in the future that like really benefits from both defense and physical bonus damage. This one ain't that great again. I mean, I actually should still have like the daily mission left where I have to use all my resin. Actually, we're leaving this domain for now, because we did 2, so we used 40 resin in total. And we're turning the rest into condensed resin. Why not? Because that would speed up the grinding part of it, kind of. And we'll be able to move on to the actual story mission that we're here for. Cause it's approaching the holiday season. I mean the actual holiday. And yes, we're in Inazuma. Because that's where the artifact domain is in general. Actually, have I done the last part of the event yet? I mean, I could do that after I've used the condensed resin I'm about to make. And then do the story. I mean, to be fair though, in most of these events, if there's like an event store, I most of the time just go do the event to the point where I have everything I want from the store and the rest can just go fuck off. Same thing with the HoloLab app. That crap can actually go suck it, in my opinion. I simply just use it to look up what materials I need in certain amounts for certain characters, and that's it. I don't even use the frickin' login bonus crap anymore. Simply because for posting an image of Eula that was actually blowing up on that, like quite literally it was her in a slight seductive pose, I guess, or what you would potentially see on something like a body pillow. Well, it's actually just a normal artwork of her, not really all that sexual in any way. It just blew up, and I got banned for 10 years from posting on that app. Like, fucking hell, why don't you just say, oh, but we don't want that. We don't want you instantly blowing up on here. It was probably just someone who wasn't all that, who didn't actually like the fact that I've not posted that much and it was blowing up. Because some rando just messaged me on there and said, you should be careful with this. And then 2 seconds later I got banned from posting for 10 fucking years. Also, that is pretty, that is a very harsh punishment because I wasn't the only one posting that sort of content on there. And it was, mind you, even though I look on Rule 34 a lot, it was normal artwork. And I got banned for 10 fucking years from posting. Aside from still being mildly annoyed by that, I mean, hey, why the fuck should I use that app for a slight increase and the occasional extra 20 Primo gems? Like after you log in for a fucking week. But yeah, that was essentially just... I literally also can't, like, any way of contacting them that I could find to say, hey, I think you guys made a mistake here, because this wasn't sexual in any way. Because I fucking triple-checked the artwork. There wasn't anything sexual about it. And people, and other people were posting similar stuff as well, so... No matter where I messaged them, Twitter, I messaged them directly via email and everything, I'm not getting any replies. So now I just don't give a crap anymore. I just occasionally check, hey, did they realize their mistake? No? Oh well. Uh, Also, leading up to Christmas, I'll be primarily streaming, so no actual videos. But yeah, honestly, I've just been, in my opinion, unfairly banned on that app, but eh. I mean, for one thing, it made me also realize that a slight increase in materials that you get from logging in there every day is not worth the effort.
Gotcha. Incinerate! Ja, ja, ta, ta, ja.
Quietly now.
Ow.
Here comes the catch.
Breath of the flame! Ja, ta, ja, 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 ta. Keep within the law. Access denied. Come on, focus. This is long
Damn it.
overdue.
Of course, teleporting right next to me. That's why I want this little fucker dead first every time. Oh, better heal a bit.
Let's dance.
Nothing like shooting an enemy in the dick. I think I can actually still do some of the world bosses,
We're way behind schedule.
now that I think about it, but I'm currently out of resin, so there's no real point in me doing the world bosses because I can't do them. Somehow I feel evil for shooting him in the dick constantly there. And yes, foul language crap be damned. I can swear all of one on my stream. I do keep certain words out of my vocabulary though. Yay, pieces for the other set. I don't really know what artifact substats I need on those, depending on the characters, but I think defense is a no. Damn it, couldn't I have had these substats on one of the Severed Fate set, on the Severed Fate set? I mean, I do have one of those items that gives me 60 resin. So if I wanted, I could do like 2 of the weekly bosses. Wait, can I actually still do those? Oh yeah, I can actually still do the world bosses. Well, at least I've done all the daily things, so yeah.
Next on the agenda.
Might even do some of the bosses in this. I'm curious if I should challenge the Raiden Shogun. Like the actual boss fight.
Busted.
I can fix this. Blaze over.
Use this too.
Game's up.
Then use this.
Boom, boom. Time for your arraignment. Motion to compel. Boom, boom.
Of course he has his shield back. Figured he would teleport next to me. I really hate that little fucker in his electro form, you know?
Born of ice and frost.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my Elon actually does little damage.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Incinerate!
Oh wow, she's instantly dead.
We can do it!
Well, if you want to get murdered by arrows by the dick.
No touching! Next on the agenda.
I mean... Hey, that's one way to kill him. Just shoot him in the butt and in the dick and he's gonna die. Hey, let's see what the substats they have. Attack percent. Damn it, normally you want like a crit rate or crit damage on this. Also, what is with me constantly getting defense substats on this, on the artifacts? I think this one is actually pretty good for Raiden. I think because... Wait, this is a Sans, right? Yeah, I think I needed energy recharge on the main stat though, but depending on what and everything. Also, seriously, what is with me rolling at least one of the defense substats? I pressed the wrong button. Yay. Well, we can always try what I'm about to do with the lost condensed resin. Putting the heat on our team and then seeing if that would help at all. Doubt it, but you never know. But yeah, currently, currently my Ganyu is my main DPS. A 5-star character with a 5-star weapon. Let's at least be friendly and revive Yanfei. Right. In here. Oh?
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Yeah, it instantly gets rid of her ability that I activated on Yanfei. Oh well. You win some, you lose some, don't ya? Yeah, we only for these 3 matches so far that we did in this domain. We recovered 2 whole resin, and we at the very least need 20 to do anything with them. Funny thing is, though, we can actually fight Tartaglia as one of the weekly bosses as well, because since I'm also passively grinding like materials for Hu Tao, guys, why not? Hey, at least I don't have to farm any artifact sets for her anymore. I got a pretty good Crimson Witch of Flames for her. Oh, ready and waiting. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Take it easy.
Oh wait, wrong one. Ow.
Born of ice and frost, for Rex Lapis! This is...
Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha.
I see everything!
Oh wow, he's already down. God damn it.
No touching! Come on! Focus!
I hate that fucking electro bitch. What the hell? I shot at him.
I can fix this! Access denied.
Fuck it, I'm wasting the burst here. And meanwhile being a dick and reviving people. Now come my HP for you. Or was all of a sudden so low?
Everyone hold hands!
Oh yeah, now he's dead.
We're waiting.
Things are about to get dicey.
Grill, grill, grill!
I mean, I've heard like you need like 1,000 elemental mastery on Nahida here for her to do insane amount of damage. Oh, nice! We actually got 3 5-star artifacts here for the set we're not farming for, so let's at least hope they have some decent substats. Alright, defense. Useless. For me. Crit damage, elemental mastery, attack, and fucking defense again. What the fuck? Like seriously, most of the artifacts that I roll have one of the defense substats on it. Please be good. And no defense whatsoever. But that's probably too much to ask at this point. HP. Fuck off with the defense already. So the majority of artifacts that I got here are crap. I think with the exception of one, most of the artifacts are crap. No different artifacts. I wonder how many you would actually need to have the max amount for remaking them into one particular version, one particular set of those that you can actually craft, you know? I mean, I guess I can now do a little bit of the last bit of the event, get whatever Primo Gem rewards there are for that, and leave. Yeah, I'm just having a drink there. Of cola. Aww. That's cute. Yeah, let's just do the event. Because I think I can still get like a bit of the Primogem rewards from that. So let's just teleport in that general area. I should actually also be able to pick up the Sakura Blossoms from there. If I wanted to. But first, let's do the event. Go to quest. Navigate. Questing time. Also, I've played most of the stories, or most of the story mission here.
Paimon,
so
please let me be your partner for the final round of the test of courage.
Why?
I'd like your assistance with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who have seen the alleged ghost.
Oh my.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Fine by me. Do you have any ideas so far, Haizo?
I have a few theories,
Haizu
but we don't have
Haizo.
enough leads yet. There are some places I'd like to investigate first, so you two can accompany me.
Oh no.
Sure. Where would you like to start?
I want to go back to where we first met up. According to your accounts, you encountered the ghost there and passed out.
Uh-huh.
I believe there may still be some clues there.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
Potentially.
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier. My worry is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble if she were to show up on her own.
Damn.
Wow, Hazel. You're fearless.
Probably
The more
not.
cases you see, the less afraid you become. Let's go.
Oh no, we don't have an electrical party member on our team. You know what that means. Yes, we're actually putting someone on with Electro on our team.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
I never asked nicely. Right. Oh, it actually doesn't pull me into there if I'm this far away. Alright. I mean, I did say I was gonna collect those things passively.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost.
Gosh, really?
Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this point.
True.
But I'd like to go over everything that happened again. Do you recall anything she said at the time?
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped here.
I mean, at least it's a nice area, so...
Paimon's shivering just thinking about it.
And then what happened?
We passed out, obviously.
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all around, and Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Huh.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
Exactly! So are you convinced it was a ghost now?
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is. Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
Probably.
Isn't she after our souls? She said that herself.
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh, you think so?
Would be easy enough with
Think
Paimon,
about
right?
it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over again? Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
That does make sense.
No kidding.
Why did...
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse. But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now.
To be fair though,
So,
last time I streamed this,
is the less likely scenario. I believe she was just trying to scare you away.
to be fair, in the last stream that I did with Genshin Impact, where we did the story for Sayu, apparently someone out there put a hit out on us, so yeah.
But why would she want to scare us away? Oh, Paimon knows! Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes!
I highly doubt it would be that simple, Paimon. Was she registered as a contestant?
Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas, Hazel?
Based solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here. But this evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid assumptions. She could very well be guarding some treasure or covering up a crime.
I'm gonna go with covering up a crime.
My intuition is telling me that neither of these hypotheses are correct. Let's continue investigating the surrounding area.
Maybe a loved one is buried somewhere there and she doesn't exactly know where, and she thinks it's not nice to walk or to do that on their graves or whatever. Alright. There are some footprints visible on the ground. God damn it. However, upon closer inspection, these seem to belong to... God damn it. I can't read that fast, alright. I've looked all around, but I haven't found any clues. Looking up, there are a few branches that have been slightly blown, or slightly downward, or bent slightly downward, as if something heavy had been hanging from them. Alright, we have to go there, but yeah, we're collecting this thing. Any more? Nope. So now we're going actually to the quest location. But yeah, we're just gonna do like some story and maybe, I mean the story quest for like Sino, and maybe do one or two of the weekly bosses and then end the stream probably.
Yeah, some tree branches seem like they were bent by something, but that's about it.
I see. After you left, I took a good look around the area.
I mean, from my point of view, you were just standing there looking at something.
Aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys! What are you all doing here? We heard you were out searching for clues, and we wanted to help. Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here.
We just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary.
I mean, those guys are scared of cats
either a
at this
nasty,
point.
evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival. Uh-huh.
We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai, which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival, to return the favor we once received from the humans. Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to be enjoyable for everyone.
The Chinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation. Welcome to the team. Let's all do our best to figure out what's going on.
Also, these are just
Don't
kids
worry,
in masks
we're very
at this
familiar
point.
with the area. We won't miss any clues.
I literally just think those are kids wearing those masks, you know? Found something, I guess. Oh no, they found something.
Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Oh no, what is it, I wonder?
Is it a scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Shade cloth?
Yeah, it can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Branches?
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
What do you mean?
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting earlier. I'll take you there.
Good. Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
Yeah, let's. Oh, it's that... Well, really? It's that close by. Wait, before we actually enter. Nope. Wait. No, no Sakura Blossoms anywhere.
This is the place. They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
Huh. What a coincidence. We saw the very same thing.
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
Damn it. I mean, it only says talk to those three.
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
That, my boy, is called a smoke bomb.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power. Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable. I'm not sure what, though.
So it's all an elaborate setup. And he just looks really down.
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones. I picked some up and sniffed it to see what it is, and it made me really dizzy. Ugh, I'm so tired now.
Damn.
Similar scare tactics. And she didn't have the time to completely hide the traces. I believe we're closing in on the truth now. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost.
But she has a pretty nice kimono, actually.
She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props she had set up ahead of time.
Some small props? But can you really do all that with just some props? What we saw was absolutely terrifying.
For you, Paimon, yes.
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling atmosphere here.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably something that they organized as well.
You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these 3 yokai, and then shortly after, you ran into the mysterious woman. It was natural for you to be
These
on edge.
are, in my opinion, just 3 kids they gave these masks to and said wear them while in this area.
Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That is what caused you to feel dizzy.
Damn.
That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames, creating a terrifying scene.
So, it was all just a show?
Apparently.
She tricked us!
She tricked you, Paimon. She tricked you.
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of some unusual power. That couldn't have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she possesses such powers, why bother with the theatrics?
Because she likes to be flashy. Who knows?
Paimon can't wrap her head around all this.
She can only use props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach. Huh, I see. I think I've figured it out.
Whoa, that was fast.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains. I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
Damn.
We'll come along too.
No. You should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
Those 3 are
Okay,
part of
but
the
please be
thing,
careful.
aren't they?
If you run into any danger, simply call out our names. We'll be able to hear you.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway. Let's go. Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken,
To the
there should be a
beach.
chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
Grab the mint. Alright, we can just go down here. More mint. Oh, right. Over here.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
No kidding.
There she is. I
Flo-
thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before.
Plot twist, she's actually, It would be a funny plot twist if it turns out she's like the, Tsaritsa. No, that's, not that one. One of the other weekly bosses in Inazuma. You know, the 2-stage boss. Anyway.
So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
Oh no, it's a bluff. But, I have a feeling she's gonna say something along those lines. Yeah, that samurai was one of my ancestors or something like that, maybe.
She's terrifying! Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time!
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body.
Oh.
When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit, or Tsukumogami?
I think it's Tsukumogami is the term here.
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave?
Because her body is there.
If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans. Besides, we had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Sad? What do you mean?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai. But they don't actually know the entire story.
She does, obviously.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel.
But that never
However,
came.
another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border.
And never
Kamai
returned.
was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I
Aww.
see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly. And I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people
Oh
come
my
to
God.
regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning.
Real quick here. If I remember correctly, Tsukumogami is created from a item that's been well taken care of and is like 100 years old. So I'm thinking she is one of those Hagoita things that they used for this game. Like that's her main body or something.
We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another. We are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye. Imagine what a pure and kind little yokai would feel.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last of my days. But those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here?
Probably.
Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was a little bit harsh, don't you think?
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power, to teach him a lesson.
Ah, so that's what happened. You have a strong sense of justice. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
Well...
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
I knew Yaimiko was behind it.
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
I apologize for causing you concern. It was actually Lady Yai's idea.
Figured as much.
Well, what did you think? Were you scared? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I must say, I think this test of courage truly lived up to its name.
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Damn. I knew she was behind it.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Kick the crap out of him, Heizo.
Miko, Did you choose the Hagoita for the third round of the test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power.
Yo to you
Though
too.
your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival,
She does look great, though.
I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy, but...
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari. 500 years ago,
Damn.
Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Oh. I never knew.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Speaking of Oni,
What are you doing
or
here?
yokai.
He told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
To kick your butt, I don't know.
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Ah, right. Alright, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem.
Oh no.
That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Hooray for Ito!
Oh.
Just that oh.
Can we really trust this guy with the festival?
No.
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there. Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Ito!
Damn. Ito sets up the festival with the yokai and blah 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 blah. Oh damn, that was fast.
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look too.
Damn.
It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
I could go for some sake right now, actually, or alcohol in general.
A festival, delicious food. Count Paimon in!
I think Paimon would be included if she just had food available. Anyway, do you want to join us, Chizuru?
All right, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out! Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Huh. Well, anyway, since that one character is actually called Goro, for some reason, I just keep thinking of that Mortal Kombat character, which is also named Goro, but has like 4 arms and is incredibly beefy. And kind of a dick.
Fishing. You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House about it.
That's
Let me guess, that got
an
burned.
unusual problem to have.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it!
Huh?
She has food on the brain, by the way.
You wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
Huh. What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be?
Plot twist.
Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
I guess Goro's secret is safe then. I mean...
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick. Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before. Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna pop first try.
Kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since there's 3 of us.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
He does only have one eye, though.
This ramen is so good.
Did Sayu get taller?
Yes. It feels like it's been ages since the last time I had some.
Hmm? You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often. Oh.
Thanks for making me hungry, Ayaka.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake into hot pot.
Huh?
Oh no.
Oh, please, no need to bring that up again.
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
And thus we finished the story for the event, I hope.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty.
One more word
Chizuru
out of
managed
you
to
and
finally
you're
get
turning
one and
into
gave it to
emergency
Hitotsume
food,
Kozo.
Paimon.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
Aww.
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Alright, alright.
Haggling.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't get
Then
too
don't
close.
stand next to the
It's
fire.
better to keep a few steps back.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
There are many beautiful things in the world.
Wait a
There's
second.
no need to be anxious.
If
The
that
festival has only just begun.
if that kid is a kappa, doesn't the water in his in the bowl in his head dry out, causing him to either lose his powers or die? One of those two.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened, too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time.
True.
Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared.
Aww.
Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
Aww.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Yes, well done.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
For Paimon.
Have you finished exploring the festival?
Just about.
Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively. But even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to her alone. We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
And thus we were never seen again. Alright. Guess Yaimiku duplicated. Alright, all the way over there. Jeez, really all the way over there.
All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me. Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival, so naturally I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamae sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
I understand what you mean.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected
Not
you
really.
to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me. I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai, but instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu Yugen with you.
Why?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamae and play Akitsu Yugen with humans. Or
Aw.
perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. ... When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me. Meaning, you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish?
Go with of course, or as long as I can fulfill it. I'm just gonna go with of course.
Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is... I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
And she's gone. Huh. Neat. Anyway, let's try some. Let's see the thing, the actual event stuff. Because even though I have everything in the, store that I wanted, there are still Primo Gem rewards. Yeah. And a couple of the stuff to buy crap in the store. Actually, what still is in these? I mean, the refinement scrolls here are decent. Yeah, they actually, if you actually complete all the challenges and get all the stuff you need to buy things from the store, if you actually get all, or do all the challenges, you'll have exactly enough to buy everything. But again, I've already gotten the things that I wanted, like the crown and everything. Hang on, didn't mean to go there. Can I now do this one here? Nope. Now, well, I can do that another time. I can do that later. But for now, we'll actually... Wait. Not yet. Don't go to the map yet. Oh boy. We're actually gonna do Sino's story in this stream as well. Wait, wait, return to the quest screen and details. Wait. What was that called again? Chapter 1. Huh? Oh wait, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one.
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives.
Wow, it's almost 7,000. It's more than
really
7,000 meters away. I mean, we can also just do this. Use condensed resin, or use this resin, and do one of the weekly bosses. Because I still need to do that, actually. But let me first have a sip of cola here. Well, I say cola, it's Pepsi. Also, let me actually switch my team back to what I had it earlier.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone...
So... Yeah, Miko, you're out.
Who's our target this time?
And sadly, so is Yanfei. I mean, Nahida. Because I want my healer back. Also somewhere down here.
We can do this!
I'm obviously not going to challenge this weekly boss at level 90, because she's kind of annoying to face. I think at least we have to be level 70 to still get the boss materials. At the very least. Yep. We have to be at least at level 70. Because we, if what I've heard is correct, we do need materials from this weekly boss in particular for the Raiden Shogun, which apparently is getting a rerun in Phase 2 of version 3.3. And of course, we don't have the message party level too low, because they're all at the very least at level 70. And the others are at level 90. I actually really want to play some Dead by Daylight at the moment, but I'm gonna wait until after the stream to do that. Because I need to grind to the... at least to tier 69. I know, nice. For the archaic cells, because at 69 I get the last one, which would put me on 250, which is literally just enough to get the Christmas sweater for Ada Wong in that game.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
I'm gonna go with cold.
Incinerate! Inadmissible evidence!
Detestable!
Ow.
Tactless rodent!
I'd like to have this thing.
Detestable!
Damn it. She got me.
Into the frozen void!
Ow.
Incinerate!
We can also literally just stand close here to get this effect off of us.
Boom! Incinerate!
Just getting the frost effect off of me. And now she goes into stage 2. Funny enough, I need boss materials from this weekly boss for Arataki Ito as well. Which I also have, but I'm not really feeling like leveling him right now. Crimson Witch of Embers.
Next on the agenda... For Rex Lapis! Born of ice and frost.
Yeah!
We're way behind schedule.
I missed. Good thing I have an OP Ganyu. Mostly.
Not every wound will heal.
Access denied. Next on the agenda...
Damn it, I missed her. Keep in mind, I'm facing her at level 90 while she's at level 70.
Who dares? Call me...
We're way behind schedule.
I do. Uh-oh. Want to avoid that one.
We're way behind schedule.
I mean, how's about no? Also here. Oh, damn it, I missed.
Oh, must I never ask?
And she's dead. Wait.
Never.
Did I just get an in-game trophy? Alright, let's see what we get. Huh. Nope, no thing for making craftable weapons. Sad. Eh. I think this is the one that we needed for the... Oh wait, no, this is actually the weekly boss material from this boss that we need for Arataki. If I remember correctly. Because I think the Raiden Shogun actually needs a different one. Oh boy. I mean, I can do the other world boss as well if I wanted to. I mean, to be fair, that's me just literally using only Ganyu to kill him. Alright, I'll do the, let me just go to leeway here. Go do this world boss as well, because I am passively collecting like the level up materials for Hu Tao, should she ever get a rerun, so that I can essentially just level her up and have all the materials at hand. And for like her skills to get, I think after like 8 or after level 7, they'll start needing the world boss materials.
But I love listening to the rain from the courtyard.
And yes, this one we are facing at level 90. Because we are a glutton for punishment if Code Vein is anything to go by. Because damn. Anyway, enough about Dark Souls, the anime. Jeez, we've already been streaming for nearly 2 hours. Or I have, anyway. I have no idea for how long you guys have been actually watching, so...
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Did I do nearly 20,000 damage to him in one shot? Line up the shot.
Try this.
Damn, he is not... I mean, I guess this is what they mean by actively encouraging you to beat up a child every week.
I'm a little low on energy. Let the show begin.
Not bad, not bad.
Going to your second stage.
Not bad. You've got a trick
Also,
or two.
the Riptide effect that he puts on you if he hits you, you can just go to the edge here to remove it.
Born of ice and frost.
Something else catch your eye?
Damn. be quick. I need food at this point. Damn it, he missed the attack completely.
Gotcha. Next on the agenda.
No, you don't. Am I perfectly dodging him there? Oh no.
Got you.
No, you don't.
No touching. We're way behind schedule. I can fix this. I'm a little low on energy.
Wow. Well, damn. Anyway, Ganyu's back
Next
instantly.
on the agenda.
Damn it. Also, this guy has 3 stages, by the way. It's great that he also dodges my attacks, and this thing doesn't actually work. You know what? Fuck it.
Incinerate!
All you do is fight.
No, I don't. And he goes into his 3rd stage and final one.
too shall use all of mine.
Again, actively encourages you to beat up a child every week.
Foul legacy, the devouring deep.
Ow. Man, look at all this gold.
I'll protect us.
3, 2, 1, teleport. At least this guy's a bit easier to hit. Damn it. Damn it, I missed the third shot. At least he doesn't teleport around too much, like in the second stage, because he was actively dodging my attacks for a while. The music in this part is actually pretty good. Just outside your range for that attack, huh? And dead!
And some you lose.
True. I mean, technically he did kill Ganyu, but because of my revivability with Barbara... Yeah, that ain't happening. Did we get anything better? Oh, we actually got, because we do it at level 9, we did it at level 90, we got 2 of the World Boss material. Neat, I know. Well, and now we'll actually move on to doing the story missions for Sino. Yay. I should actually put Nahida back on our team for that, because there is apparently an Easter egg you can find with Nahida related to Sino. Or to the, well, let's just say it's referencing the voice actor for Sino. So, alright, let's check the trophy that we actually got in that one world boss fight. Or thing here. Moment of Destruction. Defeats Signora without using any Crimson Lotus Moth. The fact that I haven't done that before. Although, to be fair, I've actually barely fought her. I did remember that she's like a massive pain in the ass if you're there in the story mission where you actually fight her for the first time and don't get any of the boss world, don't get any of the materials. She's a pain in the ass because you can only use your own characters.
The transport coordinators will probably moan
about something, I know. Hey, at least now we no longer need Yanfei on our team for the shield.
Time to broaden our horizons.
Oh, she's that you can actually hear her walk barefoot. Alright. Now we go to Sumeru, because that's where we need to be. This. Why do I have the feeling this teleport location isn't actually going to put us above ground? Honestly, I'm actually considering looking into getting a webcam for my streams. Because I don't really feel like unplugging the one that I have on my computer and re-putting it back in there. Yes, I know, I'm lazy. It actually put us above ground.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
If only. Yes, pull us into the story while we're very high in the air as a little girl.
Sino! There you are! We finally found you!
Oh no.
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence. But I'm very busy at the moment. We'll have to chat some other time.
We heard about the case of smuggled canned knowledge.
That's right! Nabil asked us to come and check on the situation.
So Nabil told you about this? Divulging my location without authorization. I'll let it slide for now. This isn't the time for that. I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa, sounds pretty complicated.
Why do I have the feeling Dory's involved with that?
To catch bad guys with Sino, it's like we're a part of the mantra. All right, sign us up.
I mean, once we finish Sino's story, I'm probably gonna end the stream anyway. What's making that sound? Oh well. Yoink. Right, and where is this? Oh, it's actually not that far away. Funny enough, with some of the bandits, if you actually approach them and see what they're doing while idle, or not having noticed you yet, they'll actively like. I think there's like one lady who plays like some kind of music instrument, and as soon as she notices you, she just instantly breaks the music instruments on her legs and just starts attacking you. Like, how dare you interrupt me while I play my music? Or two guys playing cards and flipping the table upon noticing you. Probably because one of them was losing. Who knows?
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
And then Sino shows up.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the Academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mura, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mura down and your hands up.
It's Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Are they gonna attack us?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
Too late. You're surrounded.
But don't forget the Mura!
Yes, do it slowly.
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
And the Traveler.
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone? I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over.
Surrender.
It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Yep.
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
Well, when did you receive this batch?
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Seems this isn't getting us anywhere. Or, Sino, wasn't kidding when he said intel was hard to come by.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
Now off to jail with you.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation.
True.
If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Dory, perhaps?
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like Nothing?
Nothing.
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa!
I mean...
Judgment?
To be fair, I don't particularly like Dory, so I would be happy to do that.
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh!
She's just a greedy one, though.
Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
Actually, we were mistaken. We don't know any... Oh, come on, I can't throw her under the bus. God damn it. Fine then, actually we were mistaken.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these.
Again, I don't like Dory, so I would totally report her to Sino.
If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot.
Alright.
And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Oh, right.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey, what's with the attitude, mister?
Shouldn't he normally get,
What?
like, a
You
massive
got a problem with
fine
that
for
too?
possessing illegal
buying
stuff?
canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here. Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
They must have their own reason. You may have a point.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway.
True.
I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Considering he resembles Anubis, yeah, I wouldn't want to be punished by him.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Yes, he's totally scared already.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this.
Do we have to?
If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's. Let's go!
Can I just kick the shit out of her and get the information that way? That would be so much more satisfying. Then again, she is small in stature, so... Again, I don't really like Dory. Oh, it's actually right frickin' here. Let's actually zoom in. I'm lazy, alright. Actually, I think the NPC is that I was talking about is somewhere there. Because Nahida, only in Sumeru, by the way, has a mind read ability on the NPCs, so yeah. Oh. I mean, we could spend some time trying to find that NPC. I think she's somewhere, like, at the top, maybe. Oh. I'll actually grab those. Here, let me demonstrate the mind read ability.
What should I do? I feel like I've been tricked.
Oh, do you now?
Everyone hold it.
Why do people keep coming to me to ask questions? I don't know anything.
Wait, can we actually mind read Dory?
I see everything. ...
Are you kidding me? She has nothing to say, really. I think that NPC we're looking for is somewhere up here. Huh.
Everyone hold it.
You won't be able to see our boss so easily.
Oh no. Who wants to see their boss anyway? Yes, avoiding interacting with Dory like a pro.
I see everything.
So that's how the view here was made. I wonder if Kaveh never fails to impress.
Oh well, let's talk to Dory. Now we've literally been nearly recording or streaming for an hour, for 2 hours.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
To be fair, I would have ratted you out. Because, to be fair, I don't like her. From design alone.
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh?
Conveniently.
You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore.
Conveniently, she just so happened to stop selling it as soon as we asked for information about it. Yeah, anyone who's actually dealing in illegal substances isn't gonna say, oh, you're looking for information. Oh, I'm still selling this, by the way. Because that's the surefire way to let any of the authorities instantly know what you're doing and coming to arrest you and interrogating you.
Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up.
True.
Sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
I'm under the impression, though, that Dory's lying here.
Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
See, she just, she's
still...
still...
make more business for yourself.
Yep, she's still selling that shit. Is selling canned knowledge really that lucrative?
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge. Oh,
I mean, to be fair, that is one of the dangers.
Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Not in particular, and it's actually been proven that using that canned knowledge actually improved the stats for the traveler.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is. The Court of Desolation? What's that? A rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation.
Damn.
Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
Why use canned knowledge to distribute information? Or what's the purpose of hosting an auction? To sell shit, obviously, but for fun.
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution.
The quickest solution, actually, not the best.
Chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
True.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there. That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
Alright, how much are you gonna fleece out of me this time? Saw this coming.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora. What? That's super expensive!
Good thing we have a crap ton of mora, but... yeah... Do you guys understand now? I don't particularly like Dory.
No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the
I'm sending him over to you.
Of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid, and I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more. We better get going.
Greedy merchant right there.
We'll be out of mora.
Damn. Inform Sino. Alright, where is he? Well, nowhere near here, us. But he's obviously all the way here. But I first want to check out... I think it's somewhere here. I just really want to find that one NPC, alright? So we're just gonna have a little check here somewhere on the top part where the NPC should be. I know it's a female NPC that we need to find for that. God damn it! I'm being pulled into something else.
Serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tataris Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
I like his British accent.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tataris Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma! Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about
Still, let's go
business.
listen in.
Great! Let's go find out what this...
Didn't mean to, Oh, god damn it. That's not what we want. That's continuing the actual story, but that's not what we wanted to do. I think she should be somewhere all the way up here. Please don't tell me she's like right fucking there. Well, we actually need to go for the story. Or is she... No. Of course not, because that would be easy. No, it's not somewhere here. Why do we actually... Wait, is that a chest? Neat.
anything you like?
Yes, actually. Surprisingly so. I mean, I doubt it's you.
Everyone dies, and gods are no exception.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, over the centuries, I think gods have died. Wait. I mean, I know she's like somewhere in one of these things. Or pagodas, I guess. But where, though? I know she's hiding from Sino, so... Oh, where's that NPC already?
I see everything.
It really is easier to work with plants.
I doubt she's in here. Although... Is this door open too? No.
Hey! So, what is a vision actually made of?
Huh. I have no idea where that NPC is, by the way. If you haven't guessed it yet. She should be somewhere. Wonder what this guard's thinking about. And we can't read his mind. Dang. That was an oops on my part. No, did they actually... Don't tell me they removed that NPC. I mean, they can't be in... The NPC can't be in here. Or at least the NPC I'm looking for can't be in here.
Can't stay up late again tonight.
Huh. That she's in there. Did I just miss her or something? Honestly, I think she should be somewhere around here. Or wait, is she inside of the academia though? Could be.
I should probably make an admission brochure and put it up on the side. But I'm sure no one would read it.
To the academia.
Yes, I'm actually actively hunting for that NPC. This doesn't open. Or that. Damn it, where the hell is she? Not even anyone to mind read.
Hey!
I mean, I doubt she's in here. Yeah, maybe if she's not in here, I'll just oh wait. No, I just thought the quest marker moved, so I thought, huh. But if she's not in here, then you know, I'm just gonna look up where she is and probably show that next stream.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
Everyone hold hands!
If I hide here, then I don't have to deal with Mahamudra Sino's jokes.
Oh my god, we literally just found her. Again, that's referencing,
I see everything!
If I hide here, then I don't have to deal with Mahamudra Sino's jokes.
That is literally one of the, a reference to the voice actor for, Sino. Anyway, now let's continue with his, story. So, right, he's somewhere in the desert, correct? Wait, we went past it. Neat, it's right here. Yeah, sorry for that diversion. I just really wanted to find that NPC. Honestly thought she would say more than that one line, though. It's funny, though, that they actually reference the actual voice actor in this, too. Although you can only find that Easter egg if you have Nahida, I think. Seriously though, I've been streaming for nearly 2.5 hours at this point. And thanks to a certain someone, I am now actually pretty hungry. And by that I mean from the event thing we were doing. Thanks for that one, Ayaka. Anyway, let's talk to Sino. Sorry if you heard that. I the burp.
We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
Damn.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
Yes, it should be. It's all we have to go for. It's all we have to go on for the moment. Yeah.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert.
Are there many people trying to study the Court of Desolation? Also, that sounds like a pretty badass court name.
Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Yes, we do.
Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
You don't say.
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move.
Probably.
I'll make short work of them.
That's Sino for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
I mean, I've dabbled in fighting before. Oh, they want me to exit through... Alright. Sumeru Rose. Look at the cute little fox. Leave them alone, leave them alone, leave them alone. Alright, time for the ambush to happen. I think we actually, if there's a fight scene, since it's with the story, we might actually get to use Sino as well.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Or what?
Huh? Who are you?
An old man?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
How's about no?
You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
Canned knowledge is becoming a problem here. We're here to help Sino.
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation.
I was about
I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Because he has
Is
a brain.
That so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
That's not gonna work out great for you guys. Yay, we get to use Sino. Damn it, let's just do this. We could actually use some energy recharge here.
I see everything.
Look at the damage. One of them is already dead. And that's the other one. Should we use his burst here?
Your sins
Why not?
on your soul. Guilty.
And dead.
You are not welcome. Stay condemned today.
Game's up. Time's over.
Nowhere to run.
That's why I have Yelan on the team for the off-field gun after her burst. And we missed.
Quietly now.
Nah, I'm just gonna kill him with Sino.
Surrender. Through me, justice is served.
Regret.
And dead. Hey, we at least got to use Sino, a character that I don't have on stream.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
To be fair, it didn't work out. I did warn you guys that it wouldn't work out that great for you attacking us.
Let's get out of here.
Should we follow them?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain.
True.
Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well.
To
You
be
should
fair,
be careful from now on.
there's a hit out on
Sleep
me
with
in
one eye open.
Inazuma anyway, apparently.
Hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes. Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful.
There are actually people
Mercenaries
who can
are
sleep
never
with their
quick to
eyes
forget.
open.
In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation.
Damn.
They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you.
Have you in...
They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
Alright. Have you encountered that kind of situation before, Sino?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Flashback!
I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors.
Huh.
I didn't have much experience at the time. And I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa.
Damn.
I could have seen that coming. Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications.
That you know of.
Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday.
He's the one behind all of this, isn't he?
Our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry. Paimon will see danger coming a mile away!
Yeah, we have experienced a lot of tricky situations.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
Like your previous boss. Yeet. An easy way to get to where we need to be. Hey look, we're Spider-Man. We're traveling just like Spider-Man in Genshin Impact. I mean, I no longer need those cactus fruits. You actually need those cactus fruits for Candace. I know, candy's nuts fit in your mouth, blah blah blah. Hey look, lunch.
Hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
Maybe we should take a break.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Sino?
Of course. But I'm accustomed to these conditions.
True.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa!
Speaking
where
of,
did scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
No kidding. Oh no! Oh, this is tempting.
Busted.
Oh. I wanted to ensnare them.
Whew. Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone.
You mean...
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Like you were about to do, Paimon.
There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still.
Damn.
Here's the answer.
We've been bugged.
They must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharwar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it?
Your previous boss.
Could someone from the Ksharwar also be involved?
Your previous boss.
But that doesn't seem right.
Your previous boss.
Paimon never knew
Again,
that kind of thing
your previous boss, probably.
Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us.
Yes, like planting it on a bird and then just having it fly away. For example.
Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Just look at this dead scorpion. This tasty, tasty dead scorpion. Can we make a quick fire, though? You know, to cook the meat. Mind you, I would actually want to try eating scorpion, you know?
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Triple kill. I mean double kill ended. Whatever. Yeah, I don't feel like attacking those mushrooms, so
we're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Halt, in the name of the law. Wow, would you look at all this canned knowledge? Doubt it. There's nobody here.
Yeah, not a single soul.
It's a trap.
Maybe they're on break right now or something.
It's a trap.
They didn't waste any time
or a
getting
decoy.
here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area.
Previous boss?
They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
Alright, let's take a good look around the area.
Yay. Oh, investigate. Huh. A large amount of canned knowledge has been piled here, enough to fetch an extremely large amount of Mora at the marketplace. Ordinary canned knowledge seems to have nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. I know, duh. Gee, I think they want us to check the animal there. Totally not this these footprints here with an arrow clearly marking it. I think we'll actually investigate this totally not obvious clue here. The scattered footprints have not been completely buried by the wind and sand, but it is impossible to speculate the distance of the merchant's escape from footprints. Huh. Oh, we actually just have to investigate everything. Alright. The scepter beast is drinking water leisurely and seems to be completely unaffected. Wow, we're approaching 3 hours at this point.
Anything?
Nope.
No, nothing in particular.
Only some average-looking knowledge capsules.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off.
No shit.
But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
Yeah, because since we have the tracker on us, they'll think, oh, they're leaving the area.
Hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here.
True.
Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Yep.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Alive, I hope. Can we just teleport there? Damn it, I don't have that teleport point unlocked. For a second there, I thought that was a teleport point. Eh. Probably a reason why I haven't unlocked that yet. Well. But yeah, essentially considering... depending on what what the 4-star characters are that are included with the Raiden Shogun, if that's actually gonna be like a rerun for the one of the featured 5-star characters in version 3.3 for the Phase 2, then depending on that, I might try and get the Raiden Shogun, or I just might skip it, because I'm actually saving up.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Yeah, this is far enough.
Yay. Let's rest for a little while before we go back to find Sino.
Yeah. Also, I'm hoping that if they actually release like new 4-star characters as well, that a certain mercenary will be among them, and if she is actually one of the 4-star characters, you can bet I'm pulling on her or trying to get her. Anyway, continuing with the story, you sit and rest for a while.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction.
Probably.
Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.
Or maybe he has murdered some people. I'm going with murdered. No, seriously, I'm going with murdered. Or at least severely beaten. I see you, Scorpion. And I raise you an arrow to the face. And dead. You two. They actually...
No touching!
They actually drop 3 raw meat every time you kill them, so if you want to grind some raw meat, just murder a couple of these scorpions if you're in Sumeru. Hey, might as well, right? Oh no.
Next on the agenda?
Run to the story thing to avoid getting into a fight. Well, it looks like he's caught someone. Yeet.
Oh, looks like Sino caught someone! So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? Alright, tell Paimon everything.
Does he know anything about the smuggling? Does he have any important any important role in the auction?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead.
Oh.
He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
Make him talk, please.
I'll talk. But
Damn.
Before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, Traveler.
Can I place it on a scorpion or a pigeon?
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm just
you
teleporting
really think
to
I'd try
Aru
to pull
Village at
anything
this
under...
point. But yeah, thanks to that one story bit with Ayaka in the event that we did earlier, I'm really freaking hungry right now. Like, I could eat a horse at this point. Side note, I get hungry really quickly. If you keep teasing me about it, you know? Or about good food and everything. And now I'm continuing to make myself hungry. Great. I'd like to retract my previous statement about being hungry enough to eat a horse to change it to hungry enough to eat a cow at this point. That's his daughter, right? What time is it actually? Jeez, it's not even that late yet.
Dad, you're back.
Oh,
we have guests. Hi there.
Aw.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
He's an only father, isn't he?
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
I am the Traveler and my...
Traveler.
Actually, let me introduce us. I am the Traveler, and this is my emergency food with wings. Or this is my sentient emergency food, if you will.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Sino. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
I mean, would be nice if you did.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Why do I have a feeling he's doing it for
I
something
forgot
with
to
his
offer tea
daughter?
to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge?
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind.
Still a crime, though.
Stay out of this, Sino. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Why do I have a feeling that's a lie?
I must get to the truth.
Isn't that like a tactic that they literally would use to pull at your heartstrings so that they can get off scot-free?
I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Yes. All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this?
In all likelihood, it's your boss, or your
your
previous boss.
Inspection.
It's your previous boss.
Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
Some sort of making we've never seen before? Do you know what it is, Sino?
Yes. It's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection. I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery.
So, in other words, it's quite literally turning out to be his previous boss.
The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
Could it be a misunderstanding? Hell no.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Damn. To the academia. And yes, we're doing in the entirety of Sino's story here. Oh goody. It's right where we were exploring to find that one NPC. Funny enough, I could actually sit here for hours and stream a game, you know? I command thee to open. Let me guess, his previous boss.
Hello,
maybe
we meet again. Have you managed to find Sino? If so, how's he doing?
We're not telling you. Also, I'm keeping this voice
I read the letter
I have
and
to
must
burp,
admit
and
that I hadn't expected things to be so serious.
Never
Sorry.
mind.
Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright.
Damn.
We wanted to help Sino too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter.
Forbidden
but with this letter
research?
from Sino, it shouldn't be a problem. That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Sino is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Yeah, we probably should. Also, let's just change to Nahida. Because why not? It's for funsies after all. Also, I can't wait to eat the sandwich from my lunch that I made for work.
I understand.
And didn't need to eat.
Since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Yeah. That's why there is a saying called ignorance is bliss. Or curiosity killed the cat. You know? And now my dog is tormenting me by eating his food, while I'm not able to eat and am very hungry right now. I'm just dreaming of that one sandwich I still have at the moment.
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
All thanks to Sino, I bet.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Sino happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Alright. Goddess of Knowledge. Alright. Records of an account. Oh, never mind. Wait. Right. Records on account spanning God damn it. Found it. I'm not reading this. I mean, I'll leave it on screen long enough for you guys to, by the time this stream is over, to actually be able to read it if you want to. So, yeah. Once the stream is over, this will probably just be turned into like a more than 3-hour video.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Mutrabra Redkeen? Yeah, let's go with that.
It reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
Yep.
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
He died, didn't he?
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Damn.
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
They were friends, weren't they?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Sino didn't know about it.
Is there any way we could meet Mutraba?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Well, shit.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
And he's probably behind it, because it's his son who died, and he probably heard the rumors of, you know, resurrecting the dead.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Probably.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son. Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
Taj is the one behind all this. I'm calling it now. Taj is the one behind it.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay,
You said
Traveler?
Taj comes to the repository?
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect.
No
Because
kidding.
he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars.
And
It's hard
probably no
enough
longer
just
are
trying to
alive.
make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back.
Ding, 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 ding. Give this man a prize, cause he just won the jackpot.
Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Just so you guys know that the grief of actually having to bury your own kids is probably something you don't want to experience, so I kind of feel for the guy here. Not saying that I have had to bury my own kids. I don't have any.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Let's go ask around somewhere else.
Oh, now that I think about it, Sino suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right?
Yes.
There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Sadly,
Alrighty
it
then.
already is.
Let's go ask around.
Right. Let's leave that. And hopefully we will be done with this soon. Although it would be nice if we get one more fight where we actually get to use Sino. Just saying. All the while my dog was sitting next to me here watching the stream with me. Cause he's a good little dog. Yes he is. Yes he is. Meanwhile also torturing me with his food. Alright, I guess this one goes up. And through here. Alright, so it should be somewhere there. Got it. I got it.
I see everything.
Of course, we have to story-wise talk to him, so reading mind isn't gonna work.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
No shit. Yes, why not ask the mercenary? Or the guy with a knife.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
God damn it. Alright, where's the other one? Oh, damn. All the way down there.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
This is the one we need.
Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something.
Alright.
There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened? A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
And that's pretty damning evidence for Taj.
There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Calm down. Just calm down, everyone.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him.
It's a father who wants to resurrect his dead son. His dead only son. I think this is pretty damning evidence enough.
Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
Oh dear.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
Also, if he left in Eremite attire, I have a feeling the guy we faced with an eye patch earlier, that was him.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
It's pretty fucking obvious that he is.
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would...
Let's go to his home and have a look.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
I hope so, before we actually get to 5 hours having streamed. Oh, he's literally not... His house is literally not all that far away. Neat. Yeet. Hey, wait a second. Isn't this where, with the whole story mission, where we where at the point where they didn't release Nahida yet. Wasn't that somewhere here? Oh, we didn't actually have to go up there.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well,
looks kind of dead.
What should we do then? Do we break in?
Obviously.
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry?
Probably.
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
But I'm sneaky. There's no other option, though.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
You enter Taj's house and search around.
What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries. I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
300 only? Kind of reminds me of a movie for some reason. Oh right, the 300 movie. Maybe he is aware of that?
You're right. That's just who he is.
True.
As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Sino and let him decide how to proceed.
Alright.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Sino will know what to do.
Probably.
Alright, we'll give these to Sino and see. Let's go!
Although he's probably not gonna believe it 100% as well. Alright, back to Sino. All the way here in Aru village. Aru! Alright, I couldn't resist that one, alright. Damn it, I need to get some food in my stomach. So could we actually be close at this point to finishing this Sino story? It's nice, it's good and all, but I just really want to eat right now, and I have nothing at hand that I could eat during the stream. I also wasn't expecting to stream for nearly 4 hours at this point. Oh hey Sino, thanks for finally popping in. Seriously though, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours and 20 minutes, so... And that was my phone.
It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
He did,
though. Do you think he's the one behind all this?
He's obviously behind it.
I'm still not sure.
It's glaringly obvious.
I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him.
Pretty devastating.
Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change.
True.
Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
To be fair, though, he's probably doing this out of regret if you paid attention to what actually happened with the Mortada thing. Anyway, the evidence is stacked against him now.
That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Well, if you insist. Fly, my pretty. Also, is there a teleport point nearby? Oh my god, there is. 2 even. So let's go for this one. We are gonna have to climb a mountain, don't we? I mean, of course we do. I am out of stamina. I mean, it did clearly show that as the entrance on that picture. Oh no, scorpions. Let's avoid them. Cause I have enough raw meat. Oh my, it's totally the entrance to a tomb. Or the Court of Desolation. And we don't have an Electro Party member. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're under-leveled, and we don't have one of the elements, but we'll be fine. We're gonna get our asses kicked, aren't we? Oh well. Hey, we at least have 2 of the 3. So we should be able to pass. Kinda. Or barely. Or just about. Oh, and we get to use Sino. So... Huh. Neat.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
So that's the electro thing handled.
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, right.
Let's dance.
Nowhere to run.
Damn it.
This may hurt a little.
Damn it, I didn't mean to do that.
Surrender.
Damn it, he's going in the opposite direction. I mean, hey, we at least get to use Sino again.
Surrender. Commit it to memory.
Yay.
Look, these walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Yes, let's.
Whoa, is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
And you kidding, Paimon?
Born of ice and frost.
Oh, didn't mean to do that one. Double kill. Oh, look, a hidden chest. Hey, we at least still get some sigils out of it, or the dendro sigils out of it. This kind of staircase is reminding me of Ankanomiya. An area in Izuma, by the way.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
Damn, these kinds of doorways and passages are just so trippy for some reason.
We're way behind schedule.
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Ever the brave one, aren't you, emergency food? The entire room is turning here. Any other mechanisms around? Doesn't look like it. Damn it, I fell. I mean, it would have been great if they told us, oh yeah, you have to jump here. Because normally they don't do that sort of thing. Oh, damn it.
Here comes the catch.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty.
And dead. Alright, so should I ever get Sino, if he gets a rerun, make sure to put him in a team with Yelan for the resonance thing. Or for the, not resonance, for the, elemental reaction between electro and hydro. Cutscene, so shutting up.
Taj.
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
He wants to revive his son.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
I sadly know that one.
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
No.
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life.
True.
In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
Not necessarily, though.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Also, the delay in actual continuing here is because the original thing is done with Japanese voices.
Gotcha.
Holy shit! Like, what the fuck?
I will set things right no matter what the cost.
Also, I want to switch
Access
there.
denied. Next on the agenda.
Burst.
Quietly now.
And now we switch over to Sino.
As I thought.
Really? We won the battle and his summoned things still attack us?
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
That's what he wants you to do, Sino.
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Sino?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
To die there.
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together.
Fatui.
I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives, in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
Wait, the damage to the walls we saw on our way here.
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place.
True.
To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this, as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
Damn.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
That's sad. That's just sad. But it does mean that we're nearly at the end there.
The Court of Desolation has
disappeared.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules. Whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation. But it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do.
Murder.
Wait for me at Caravan Rebob 4 days from now.
Oh, wait for 4 days later. Alright, that means we're doing this. Alright, that should be 2 days. We have to do this twice, by the way. But honestly, that means we're really close to finishing the Sino's story mission. Alright, after this one we should be at the whole having waited 4 days thing. Go to Caravan Rebub. Hey, we actually recovered 20. We've actually nearly recovered 30 resin. Neat. Sadly, we won't make it to 30 before I end the stream, I bet. Actually, what's the time that has to... What's the time to actually recover a single resin, you know? I'm curious, actually. I guess I'll look that up later. After I finally had something to eat.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
He is a Matra.
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. And this should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared. The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end.
Nice.
At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
No kidding.
Right? He didn't get injured, did he?
Also, the fact that... never mind. I think I misunderstood something there.
He seems fine, but
I think
nobody
about it.
knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno around. By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Damn. Seriously though. 300 people. Count them. 300 people.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating.
Not
but I
really.
can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Not only that, but that sounds definitely like something the Fatui would do.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tighnari!
What's up, my dudes?
Oh, so Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Seemine. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know? Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG?
Are you
Colin has always
kidding
been
me?
a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
Are you kidding me? They have to now reference the card game they made in Genshin Impact that frequently. Although, to be fair, this story mission came out before they actually implemented it, so maybe it was like, hey, we're teasing this new thing.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
The herbs.
You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek after canned knowledge. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
That's gonna bite Dory in the butt.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
Alright.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
So there's no longer a hit on me in Inazuma then?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
Sounds like a lot of work.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know? There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Sure thing, buddy. And that's the end of the story mission. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Huh. Anyway, let's have a look here, because I think I completed... Yep, we'll complete something here. Yep, the domain challenges. Alright. Also, let's have a look at how many Primogems I currently have. I think I should have at least enough to buy one of the things. Oh nice, I can buy two. Yeah, I'm skipping this guy. Cause just for him having a flight mechanic, not worth it. Also, I am quite literally 10 pulls away from my next 5-star pity, so I'm not gonna spend it on a character that I do not want. And I have a grudge on this guy. I have a slight grudge against this guy, alright? Because when I was pulling for Kuki Shinobu when she first came out, I pulled everything on the banner, including him, except her. Which kinda made me not like him all that much. I mean, he looks cool and all, but I kinda have a small grudge against him. Anyway, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it's been nearly 4 hours at this point, but still, I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to let me know if there are, if you guys want me to, for example, also stream some of the other story content here. I think I haven't done Nahida's one actually, but I do remember having to do Nilu's story mission. I haven't finished it yet, but I remember doing that because I had to do that for the other story purposes, and it kept saying, "Oh, this NPC is busy somewhere else. Complete this and this mission first." You know? But I also have like all the characters here that I haven't completed the story for or even started. I obviously have completed some of these already, and if you guys want me to, I can just stream me doing them from the start. Like, the one ending that I got for Toma here is incredibly funny, in my opinion. But honestly, it's just similar with like with these story missions. You actually get to use the characters for that story, but in all of these characters actually do have their mission, have part of the mission where you actually get to use them, but you have to go for a specific ending if I remember correctly. But like on stream, I'm in all likelihood just gonna do one of the endings and all, so yeah. Again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream that I'll be doing, although the days leading up to Christmas I'll probably be streaming mostly or entirely. Although exactly the day on Christmas I might not be streaming though, for obvious reasons, and I will be getting guests over for Christmas, so yeah. Anyway, again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.